Urban legends and terrifying myths of all kinds seem to surface from all around the world as reports of strange, supernatural, paranormal, and extraterrestrial accounts spread through a town or region like wildfire. Some of these urban legends tend to never leave the region in which they first began, whereas others might make national headlines all around the world in their appearance. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we will be covering 7 terrifying urban legends that come from the country of Spain and their strange origins. The cleaning products scandal. Seen as one of the weirdest urban legends to come out of the country of Spain is that of the reports of a strange ritual out in the dense forests of the country, founded by a popular cleaning products manufacturer local to the country. Rumours surrounding the interesting claims first started popping up after the cleaning products manufacturer claimed that it would use a large amount of its income in an effort to help with techniques and practices in forest conservation. Residents nearby the manufacturer were well aware of the company's reputation and so found it incredibly odd that such a claim would be made and that large amounts of money would be allocated for an effort that the company had made no previous mentions or interests in assisting. Shortly after this company-wide change, locals began claiming that there were a number of strange ritualistic gatherings in nearby forests of the manufacturer, and that these areas seemed to match areas that the company was pouring money into in an effort to aid with their so-called claims of forest conservation. This led many to believe that maybe the sightings were more than just a coincidence, and that the cleaning products manufacturer was at the center of a satanic cult, using the money in reported conservation efforts to help fund and support ritualistic gatherings away from civilization. Interestingly enough, reports surrounding that of scandalous Italian politicians have also talked on length about satanic cult gatherings in dense forests, believing that the company could be using these gatherings to get a foot in the door with powerful political Italian figures. Regardless of these rumours, there appears to be no supporting evidence of the claims, and nothing further has ever surfaced from the urban legends over previous years. This has led many to believe that perhaps the rumours were started as nothing more than an unrealistic horror story among kids. The reported Rocafort subway haunting. In the city of Barcelona, there is a popular subway station that has been at the centre of a number of locals and tourists using the station as a way to exit from their life, in one single jump. The station, known as the Rocafort subway station, has come to be synonymous with such images and have led many people to believe that perhaps there is a much more supernatural or paranormal nature involved with these occurrences. Many security guards that have worked at the Rocafort subway station report that, viewed over the live security footage, they have seen a number of strange ghostly apparitions forming and replaying the actions of a person jumping onto the tracks of the station. Even cleaning staff and patrolling security guards have reported that, long after the operating hours of the subway station, they see terrifying images of deathly injured people walking around the station, some even crawling on the ground and dragging their mangled body behind them. The Madrid Subway Rat. Similar to the story of the haunted Rocafort subway haunting, another urban legend seems to circle around that of a man becoming fatally injured on the subway tracks of Spain's capital. According to many of the after-hours employees that stay working in the subway stations long after they have closed, they have reportedly seen a rat that will religiously chase the last train of the day, jumping from the platform and running on the tracks. They believe that the rat is a reincarnation of a man that was once trying to catch his subway train in time, only to trip and get lodged underneath the train as it started up, tearing his body completely apart as people were unaware that he was the last body at the station. This rat is then stuck to chase the train for the rest of its natural life, living as the reincarnated man trapped in the memory of the last moments before his untimely death. The Ghost of CastillaLa Mancha. The University of Castilla-La Mancha appears to be at the center of one of the strangest reported hauntings in the country. Despite the university having no terrifying tragic histories and always working to be an active and friendly environment, many have reported seeing ghostly apparitions of nuns walking the hallways and leaving the office of the university president in single-file lines. Before the university was established, the building had been used as a convent for nuns, following strict rules and guidelines of the Christian faith. This led to many of the nuns never leaving the convent for the majority of their life, as well as the convent never taking in many outside visitors unless they too were willing to spend the majority of their natural life within the walls of the shelter. This has led many to believe that perhaps a darker history had unfolded behind the hidden doors of the convent, and that the apparitions of the nuns are proof of this much darker nature. Others believe that the nuns could be acting like protective spirits over the university, continuing their work of God even into the afterlife, watching over the students and faculty of the school, and protecting the grounds from darker spirits. The legends of the spider tree. The fear of spiders seems to be one of the most common fears held by people from around the world. This only helps to make the urban legends surrounding the reports of the spider tree all the more terrifying, as, all across the country of Spain, one of the most popular trees to own in someone's home became the center of a terrifying realization amongst the locals. The tree was known as the Los Troncos de Brasil and was one of the most popular decorative plants of Spain. This all changed, however, after a woman began to notice that her tree appeared to be moving in strange ways, wiggling and vibrating all throughout the trunk as if it were dancing. Terrified by this sighting, the woman called up a specialist to come out and to view the plant to make sure that it had not suddenly come to life throughout the course of the night. Unfortunately for the woman, before the specialists could get a look at the tree, the trunk of the decorative plant burst open, releasing thousands of baby spiders that had traveled all the way from the Amazon. When stories of this rare occurrence spread, it led to the popularity of the plant quickly becoming forgotten, even becoming banned from some households and restaurants altogether. Today, stories of spider trees continue to be told that warn people that if they see the trunk of a tree begin to move and dance, then it must mean there is an overwhelming presence of spider babies ready to burst. Many stories of these spider trees include the spiders from Brazil growing larger than the size of a fist, as well as quickly breeding their own offspring if not killed in time, completely infesting a home and making it uninhabitable. The Hitchhiker on the Curve. A common urban legend told by those warning tourists from picking up hitchhikers is that of the girl on the curve. According to the legend, some men claim that, when driving out in the countryside, they had encountered a beautiful woman standing at the side of the road, waving for the driver to stop. When the drivers stop, the woman begins to ask them for a ride, a request that most men willingly fulfill. After a short while of driving, the woman will then begin to speak aloud and say, "Watch out ahead, there's a dangerous bend in the road." After passing the bend, the woman will then say, "I'm glad we made it this time. That was where I died." After hearing these words, when the man turns to face the woman, he will see that her body has changed into that of a mangled mess, completely covered in blood and mud in the back seat of the car. Shortly after, the body will blink out of existence, leaving the driver terrified and traumatized. El Espanto. At the northern end of the autonomous community of Extremadura, there is an area known as La Shrouded that holds a creature with strange, dark powers that can kill people that merely catch a glance of the creature. This strange being is known by the locals as the El Espanto, and seems to be at the center of strange reports from the elderly within the community that claim to encounter the being when walking between villages at night. El Espanto is described as being a tall and slender figure, completely white from head to toe and emitting a slight glow around its body. Its features appear to be stretched and exaggerated, with the creature towering over those that claim to see, moving awkwardly with long, thin legs and reaching out with skeleton-like arms. Many witnesses have claimed that, upon seeing the creature, they become gravely ill and feel as if their life energy is leaving their body. Though, when the creature continues walking and leaves their sight, they soon recover. Some have even claimed that people have gotten sick and died as the creature continued to stand next to them, waiting for them to perish. But what do you all think of these strange and unexplainable urban legends found all across the country of Spain? Be sure to let us know in the comments down below, and be sure to share your answers and questions about the video to help grow our community and share insightful comments about the nature of these topics. Hopefully, as we continue to grow our community, we will one day be able to solve these unexplainable mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.